What's up, y'all? It's your girl Women's Warrior coming at you again with another quick video. Check this out. Today I want to talk about how do you spot a family of narcissists before you enter into that family. Basically, before you get into that relationship with that man, that woman, how can you observe the family and figure out exactly what's going on? Is it important to meet the family? Yes. Because if you're in a relationship with someone, 9 times out of 10, most likely, not less, it's some type of an agreement, arrangement, you're having sex with that person. If you're having sex with that person, that means that you can end up having children with that person. You're creating soul ties with that person. I mean, it gets real deep, real deep. So you need to look at that family and examine that family before you even engage in any of that with a person. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you real quick how to spot a family full of narcissists. Number one, they all dysfunctional. They can have good jobs, they can have money, they can take trips, they can eat at the finest restaurants, they can wear all name brand clothes, but you need to look at how their belief system. What do they believe in? Do they talk about each other behind each other's back? Do they see one of their family members doing wrong and still support it? Do they see one of their family members treating people any type of way and do they still support it? That's a toxic family. That's a very toxic family, because anyone who loves you, anyone who loves their family member, they're going to correct their family member. Yes, they're going to correct them. Love comes with correction. I can't tell you I love you if I don't correct you, if I see you doing wrong. You can't tell me you just love me and don't show love by correcting me. So if you see the family where the family is engaging in the behavior, or they keeping quiet in the narcissist behavior, that's because they're all alike. They're dysfunctional. They talk about each other. They're toxic. They argue together. They do drugs together. They get high together. Whatever sin that one is doing, they all doing together. If they're all sinning, if that whole family is sinning and they in love with sin, you can tell a person that's in love with sin. A person that's in love with sin they're not trying to leave that sin alone. They don't see anything wrong with it. And then when you come in and you say, hey, this is not right, you all are sinning, you all are going against the Most High God, they don't want to hear that from you. They don't want to hear that from you. So if you're dealing with a family like this, if you're dealing with a person who is in a family like this, you need to get far away from them before you bring any children into this world with them, before you get any deeper, before you sign any marriage papers, any marriage certificates, anything. Before you buy any property with this person, any vehicles, any opening up any bank accounts, because they all toxic. They all talking about each other. They all doing each other dirty behind each other's back and in front of each other's face. They all co-signing each other's sins, and they love it. And like I said, they can be on a yacht in the middle of the ocean living it up, but that don't mean that they're not toxic. That don't mean that they doing right just because you see, and that especially in the black community, one of the things is, one thing that we need to stop thinking of is we see a family that appears like they got the bag and we quick to go because we like, oh, they got the bag so they can't be that bad. They can't, no. Most of the time those are the most dysfunctional ones. The ones who you think got the bag, got all of this glory stuff, the cars fancy, the house nice, they take these vacations, they work this job, they do this, they do that. No. Those are the ones the most that you got to watch out for. Stop looking at these families for what they can do for you financially and start looking at what this family can offer you spiritually. Let me repeat that. Stop looking at getting into a family because of what it can do for you financially, and start looking at what it can do for you spiritually, because your spirit is going to lead you away from that toxic. It's going to let you know, hey, this is a toxic family. You don't need to be in this. You don't need to be dealing with this person because they're about to keep you in chaos. These narcissistic families exist. They coincide with each other. They help each other. They continue. It's a trend. It's a generational trend. Their kids are grown. You hear their kids. The kids 5 and 7. And trust me, because I've seen it. I've actually told children. Their kids 5, 7 years old listening to grown people's music, listening to WAP by Cardi B and know every single lyric. And then the mother and the daddy come in the room and they like, it's no big deal to them. Come on. These kids they got kids out here cussing. I mean, just doing any old type of dirt, and it's showing in the kids. Observe the kids. You want to know if that family is toxic? You want to know if that's a good family that you need to be in? Observe the young generations in that family. If I mean the little, and I mean starting out from the little kids, even 3 and 4 kids. If there are little 3 and 4 kids running around, if you at the family barbecue and you seeing the sister's little 3 or 4 or the brother's little 3 or 4-year-old kids running around cussing and stuff, and their parents are sitting right there and no one is correcting these kids, maybe you need to think, is this a family that I really need to be in? Is this a family I really need to be dealing with? It's time to think, y'all. It's time to grow. It's time to get wise. Please like, share, subscribe, support the channel. Thank you all. Until the next video, your girl, Women's Warrior.